Sam, what did you make of the performance today? Where do you think it sort of got away?
We got outworked. I mean, they'd been playing some really good footy, and I thought Melbourne played really well. But we sort of pride ourselves on our work rate, and we got a lesson today. So they think they won ground balls by 18 or 20, and they just looked a little bit more hungry than we did today, and can't win many games at this level of footy if you're out-hunted by the opposition.
What do you think that comes down to, the hunger thing? What do you put it down to?
I mean, it's a challenge to be able to put your finger on it. I would say that it's an outlier performance for this group. It's been a long time since you would have to say that we have been genuinely outworked in a game. I thought if you watched that game, and it's very rare that I would have questioned that part of our group, and just thought they were a bit too good for us today. So we'll back to the drawing board. We lick our wounds, we go again, play Thursday. So thank goodness for that. We can turn it around pretty quick.
You had some big names go out with injury. You had to travel back from Perth. Does that play much of a factor, do you think?
No, I mean we still got the same number of jumpers out there as they do, and our injury list across the course of the season has been pretty light on. So we've been pretty we're in good hands from a medical point of view. We got a couple this week. We'll get one or two of them back next week, of course, but I think other teams are tested from a depth point of view much more than we've been so far, and we need to be able to develop our players at different levels to make sure they're ready for it. And I thought some of them performed reasonably well today, and some will like their time again. But that's the nature of the game. Some of our players who have played every week would like the game again too.
Did you see it as being a midfield problem? That particularly in that sort of third quarter when the game started getting away from you.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously Max Gawn is. It'd be hard to argue he's not the player of this generation. I mean, there are other players that you could easily say that about, Pontempelli or whoever as well. But it wasn't just like in the first quarter. I think we won centre bounces plus 5 zip or something like that, but then we lose them by 10 for the rest of the game. So the adjustment and the smarts that takes from their midfield, I thought, they won a lot of stoppage, particularly between the arcs, but. It's difficult because we actually won the inside 50 count, would you believe? So I think our potency going forward really struggled today. We weren't able to find scores going forward. We found great ways to not score from good entries, and they were really potent going the other way. They had quite isolated forward line and made the most of their chances at different stages and stripped the game away from us. So that's been a bit of a pattern for us where we haven't been able to get scores per entry as high as we'd like over the last few weeks, but before that it had been really strong. So we'll continue to play our craft and work away at our game. We know, I think I've said even after we win games, that we're not a finished product. We've got to make improvements, and today it's going to be pleased to improve from that.
You look like you've missed Gunston, particularly that first half when you got those forward entries. Does he help coming back?
Oh, I mean, of course, someone like Jack will help us coming back, but. Yeah, that's not to say that you need to rely on one player. I don't think any coach sits out there and goes, we rely heavily on this one player. We need to play, system-based footy, and there are some roles that are made for players' strengths. And when Jack's not there, other players are playing roles that suit them, and we just weren't able to execute them as well today.
Impey, was he injured late?
They said he had a tight calf, and then he came back on. And then once the game was over, I said, can we just get him off, please? So I think he came back on, so I think he'll be fine. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Eddie, this is for you.
There it is.
There he's trying to claim the pocket.
See you, Eddie. This is my turf now. Time for you to leave. Very fickle Adelaide supporters there.
Too many supporters
No, they weren't, were
going
they?
against him.